Hello everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and today we're going to be talking about what does a recession mean for the trucking industry. So if you've been watching the news or maybe you've been hearing some things, you might be hearing people saying, hey, there's a potential recession coming in 2022 or maybe 2023. I think, and most of the experts that I listen to, most people are saying anywhere from 18 to 36 months there's going to be something big that's going to happen. We haven't even seen the biggest part yet, but I follow people like Tony Robbins who have access to the entire world, and he thinks something big is going to be happening. And if you want some insight on that, you should read the book called The Fourth Turning. Pretty insightful if you want the insight on the inside stuff, right? But one thing that no one can tell you is going to be when it's actually going to happen. If anybody's telling you the exact time, then you want to watch out because they're probably not telling you the truth. So that being said, let's talk about if a recession does come, what does that actually mean to the trucking industry? Is it even a good time to get your CDL license now? Coming a recession, what's going to be happening? So we all know recessions are cyclical, right? So that means there's good times and there's bad times, but winter does not last forever. Many people are saying that we're in winter right now, but after winter comes spring, which means this. The first thing that you have to understand is if you look at your history, recessions were actually pretty good for trucking, because the one thing about trucking is it's pretty stable all year round, all through all different cycles. Now it might get a little bit hot, a little bit low, but when it comes to trucking itself, if you're the driver, drivers stay stable and steady and consistently working throughout any type of business cycle, simply because there's such a big driver shortage. So that means if you're working in a company right now or in a position that potentially will get you laid off if a recession does happen, or maybe your business is starting to slow down or anything like that, and you see the future happening, then I recommend doing some work today to make sure that you ensure the security of your future tomorrow. Just like that farmer who plants his seed today, waters his seed, tends to his crop today, not to eat today, but to eat 6 months from now, because he knows he's going to be hungry 6 months from now. The same thing should be working on you when it comes to investing yourself into a new skill set before this whole thing blows up. So if you want to make sure that you are secure and your family is secure as possible, you have to make sure that you increase your skill set to a point where no matter what happens in the economy, you can actually create an income for you and your family, and getting a CDL license is probably one of the best ways to do it. Simply because, like I said, transportation is such a backbone of the entire e-commerce and pretty much economy itself. Anything that's purchased or sold has to be transported by a truck to get there. So it is super important that the truck drivers do get paid, and because they have to keep moving, right? So that being said, what's actually going to be happening to the industry? You're going to see rates kind of fluctuate. Right now rates are somewhat low, and gas prices are still fairly high. They're starting to see some stabilization happening right now, which means that people are going to start coming back into the market itself. When the rates go down and the gas prices go up, a lot of the weaker companies itself, they start flushing themselves out, which leaves opportunities for brand new people just like you to come on into the market and start taking this stuff by storm. The one thing that you do have to understand about the trucking company, or the trucking industry rather, is that 70% of companies out there, or 70% of trucks, are owned by companies with 10 or fewer trucks, which means most of the industry is controlled by smaller mom-pop organizations, which means that those people are always moving and shaking, they're always being innovated, and they're always moving around, and they keep their costs down to a point where a lot of those companies do not go under. They just keep it going and make sure that if you're a valuable driver, you can find a job anytime that you want. So if you want to protect you, your family, for your future and this recession that is coming in, you want to make sure that you're putting in the work now when you don't need to, so by the time the bad times do happen, you're going to be smooth sailing. And when we're in the coldest days of winter, you can either be freezing outside, or you can be warmed by the fire and snowboarding and having fun. You get to decide, and that decision starts today. So the first thing you have to do is make a choice to make sure that you increase your skill level to the next level, to make sure that you are valuable enough, whether it's a recession or no recession, and that's by getting yourself a CDL license. Here at Driving Academy, we pride ourselves in helping 1 million people get on the road to freedom, and freedom truly means you can prosper no matter what time of year it is, no matter what economy that we're in, and getting a CDL license is probably the best option for that. So give our team a call at 908-525-3649, or check out our virtual school tour at CDLDrivingAcademy.com. Again, that's CDLDrivingAcademy.com. It's going to explain all the different pricing. We're open up 7 days a week, which means we can work on any kind of payment plans that you need, and we can get you going all the time. So, one more time, give our team a call, 908-525-3649, or check out our virtual school tour at cdldrivingacademy.com. Again, that's cdldrivingacademy.com. Thanks. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.